because initial cost, there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways we can be creatively generate financing, creative financing, and not just that, banks and government is also helping for small businesses, so we can get one of those things get going. And right, so it's not about the initial spend, it's always about the operating cost and the marketing cost and things like that. So for any of you guys who want to start a restaurant or any small businesses which has a equipment or manufacturing or something like a restaurant, there is Canadian small business loan which is available, where Canadian government gives almost 70% in guarantee, so you might need to put 30% down payment. So if you find a business to buy, or if you want to build a business something like this from scratch, say let's assume it's going to cost me or approximately 400k to build a restaurant here, 400 to 500k, based on the quality of the products I use and the kitchen size and the hood size and equipments I use. So out of which, let's assume your total cost to build is 500k and you need 150k, and the remaining 350k you would be getting loan from any bank, and government is giving guarantee to it, so the banks can give a loan. For that you need a proper business plan, what you're going to sell, to whom you're going to sell, and how is the competitive market, and your business plan and revenue projection for this year and the following next 3 years as well. So if your business plan is good and if your competitor analysis and market research is good, you will be approved for loan for sure. And definitely it's going to take time, it's not as easily approved, but it's worth it, instead of putting all your money from your own pocket or from your own savings, right? This is really great. So if any one of you want that, you can try out for Canadian small business loan. But if you have any doubts, you need any consultation or help to guide you, you can reach out to me anytime. You can ping me your email ID in the comments. I will definitely respond to you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Recently we have closed 2 commercial units for our business, and I'm going to show you those units now. So these commercial units we bought for our restaurant, and we have 2 Indian restaurants in GTA Toronto. One is in downtown Toronto, the other one is in Whitby location. And the reason we wanted a new location is because we have a smaller kitchen in both of these units, and we wanted a bigger kitchen space. Instead of renting it out, one of my partners suggested that we should invest in our own restaurant space. So these commercial units are newly developed, and this is in the Oshawa area. It's in the border of Whitby and Oshawa area, to be precise. And this is a very, very busy location. I will show you the surroundings as well once I am near there. So I'm pretty excited to show you guys the commercial units. So we are nearing our unit. It's not very far from the home, it's less than 10 minutes, it's very close by. And this location is pretty hot now, it's picking up really well. There are a lot of new construction happening around. So these are the units. So there are totally 36 units there in this complex, and it's all brand new. Out of 36, we did buy 2 of them. So now we own Unit 4 and Unit 5. So this is Unit 4 and there is Unit 5. It's a very busy location. There is a Kia showroom nearby, and there is a Mandarin restaurant right there. It's a pretty old restaurant, and we pretty much like this location. One of the reasons was the Mandarin. We always see the Mandarin is always crowded for lunch and dinner, so we hope we get some of those walk-ins for our restaurant as well. This is the unit, guys. Of course, it's a shell unit. It's brand new. So sorry to disappoint you. I know you might be expecting that it's a fully built out restaurant. No, it's completely a brand new unit. So we can build it the way we want to build it. And this is 1517 square feet each unit. So we've got 2 units, unit 4 and unit 5. So totally 3000 plus square feet unit. The advantage of these units are this has very high ceiling, and because of the ceiling high, we can build a mezzanine for each unit at this place. So almost 600 square feet of mezzanine can be built for each unit. So totally we would get around 1200 square feet of mezzanine. If we plan to build even the mezzanine, we'll have total space of 4200 square feet, which is like a huge for a restaurant space. So initially we wanted to buy just 1 unit, and the main reason we wanted to buy this unit because the kitchen space in both of our other units are very small. So our restaurant is picking up and we are getting busy, so we wanted a bigger kitchen space where we could do a lot of pre-production work, and we can from there bring it to the restaurant location, so it is easier for the staff to do the cooking instead of spending a lot of time in prepping and all those things. So the initial idea is to buy 1 unit and probably use almost 1000 square feet for the kitchen space itself, where we wanted like 20 to 30 feet hood. But once we were here and we wanted to buy, one of our business partners suggested that we might as well buy 2. Then we did a lot of thinking and discussion, and then we thought, okay, even if you're buying 2, what kind we are doing? Are we going to do a fine dine style, or are we going to do a buffet style? Buffet here is quite popular because as I showed you, the Mandarin is here. Mandarin is like a proper Asian buffet restaurant. The tables are always full and it's always booked. So we are hoping to bring some of those crowd here. So buffet is one option. The other option is fine dining. But in both of these options, we saw there is a problem, which is excess labor and costs associated with it, right? So the problem with fine dine and buffet both needs a lot of labor, a lot of hard work, and that's going to be expensive initially, right? At least. So that's one thing where we are contemplating on what to do. But then later we discussed and we thought 1 unit will be a takeout unit, which is probably unit 4. This is unit 4. This is going to be a takeout unit where we will have a cloud kitchen plus a takeout, and we hope the takeout works really well because there is a lot of student community here. They don't want to spend a lot of money in fine dining or in buffet, so they come here, they just pick up their meal and they can go, and it's going to be very effective for them as well. But unit 5, we can do a fine dining. So instead of opening these 2 units fully, we can probably put a door connector from the kitchen, so we can have 1 common kitchen and 2 operations. One is just a takeout and the other one is fine dining. We probably might do it in the same brand or probably in 2 different brands as well, but the kitchen is going to be common. That way we're going to save a lot of money in the kitchen labor cost and setting up kitchen as well, because setting up kitchen is not cheap, guys. Just setting up kitchen is the most expensive thing in the restaurant, especially the hood, the equipments, the ovens. All those things are going to cost a ton. So that's the initial idea we have, but let's see how it's going to work, because when we put offer for these units, we had no other option, so we did put offer for the unit. But between the offer time and the closing time, we found another great opportunity in downtown Toronto where we got a best deal. So we jumped on that deal and we took over that place and we rebranded to our own restaurant. It's called The Indian Thing in downtown Toronto, Queen Street, and we built an amazing kitchen. I will show you guys that kitchen probably some other time when I do a tour about that restaurant. So we don't have a kitchen problem anymore. We have solved that problem in a different location. The reason we chose or jumped to that location as well is because it is highly crowded location. There's a lot of walk-ins, and Queen Street in downtown Toronto is quite popular. So we didn't want to miss that opportunity. Yes, it was a rundown restaurant and we did rebuild a lot of things from scratch, but it had a huge kitchen space and we built like crazy kitchen with good equipments, almost 30 feet hood and a lot of equipments where we do a lot of production and pre-production work for the other restaurants as well. So to be honest, we don't need kitchen space anymore. So we have to be smart enough. So do we need to build a bigger kitchen here, or should we make it a small kitchen and make one unit as a restaurant itself, like a fine dine itself, and rent out the other one? So we have to decide that. We will be having a team meeting very soon with my other partners, business partners as well. So once that is done and once we mutually agree to something, then we will decide what we want to do. We have other couple of exciting ideas as well. We want to work out pros and cons for all the ideas, and we want to work out on the cost and most importantly the operations cost, not the initial cost. Guys, this is unit 4. I will also show you unit 5, which is very similar to this unit. That's it, folks. This is the tour for my new commercially owned property in Canada. Also, I would need your recommendation on what should we be doing here. Should we break this wall open, make it full 3,000 square feet huge ass restaurant, or should we keep takeout and fine dining as two different things, or we may again break the wall and make it like a buffet restaurant and be in the market. There was one more idea where like one side takeout and another side like a grocery store, supermarket for the Indian community, which is not a bad idea, but there are a lot of other grocery stores and all those things and it's a very minimal margin, but advantage is you don't need much stuff. Once you store it, it's gonna run, right? So yeah, there are a lot of things going on. But we are deviating from our initial plan a little bit. We have to improvise because we don't need the kitchen anymore. We have solved that problem. So that is the reason we are thinking on what to do next. Otherwise, we had a very clear vision on what to do with this place because we got an opportunity and we jumped on there, which is a great deal. So now we are flexible to do whatever we want, but otherwise we had like a proper plan for this location. But now since things changed, we have to make a decision on the fly, and so let's see what we decide. I'll keep you guys posted and give your suggestions as well in the comments. So guys, this is unit 5. It's exactly same as unit 4. It's like 1,517 square feet. And of course you can as well build a 600 square feet of mezzanine on top if required. So it's exactly same, except in that unit the wall was the other side on the left side, and this unit the wall is on the right side. It's so obvious, right? Because it's the connecting wall for unit 4 and unit 5. But yes guys, so this is what the unit is, very high ceiling. And yeah, oh, so I forgot to tell you the cost of this unit. Each unit costed us approximately $840,000 each unit, plus the closing charges and plus the taxes and other expenses as well, right? So both units put together close to 1.7 million what it costed us. We didn't buy from the buyer. If you would have bought from the buyer like a couple of years back when they started the construction, we were not even in the business at that time. So if you would have bought at that time, probably we would have saved a lot of money. But this is kind of an assignment sale where somebody has already bought from the buyer and they were exiting from the deal. So they made a solid 250-300K profit out of the deal. Even though in the bad market, they still made 250-300K profit in this deal. So guys, if you find in any good location, any reconstruction commercial unit, do let us know, or you can also jump in and start investing in it, because there is always a good market for such units, especially in a high demand location. So this is North Oshawa. So it's very difficult to find a commercial unit in North Oshawa in the developing area. So we've been looking here for almost 1.5 2 years now. Every unit is taken off, and there is a very limited option of units. There is a lot of units available in the South Oshawa, but nobody wants to go all the way there to South. So North is growing and upcoming area with a high average family income. So a lot of new development, new condos, new townhouses, new detached houses as well are coming. A lot of development is happening. Even Costco recently, a few months back, almost 6-7 months back, even Costco was opened here. So they would have done a lot of research. If Costco is coming here, then definitely they would have planned a lot, and that's when they would have started here. So this is high in demand. That's one of the reasons why this is super expensive. So one more reason, within the same complex we got there were a couple of other units available at the end of the row and at the back side of the building, but one of my partner preferred these units because these units have a great view from the street. If you're driving on the street, you will have great visibility. Let me show you the visibility. Oh, I need to push. I was pulling. So if you, I hope you guys can see, right? So if you can put a logo here or there, there'll be a great visibility from the street for people who are driving. So that's one of the reasons we wanted these two units. So there were a few units available on the right, that corner, like unit 12 and unit 11, which was little small. I think it should be the same size, but it was looking small. But more than that, it's not visible from the street. And there were a few units available on the other side, which again, same issue. But this has a great view. There's a Kia showroom next to us. So guys, this is the infamous Mandarin restaurant in Oshawa. It's in the border of Whitby and Oshawa. You just cross this lights. It's a Whitby border. So you get a walking crowd from both Oshawa and Whitby as well. And a highly busy street. So this is the street view I'm talking about. So from street, if you see, you will have kind of this angle. And definitely you can see a logo if you have a big ass bright logo, right? So that's the reason we wanted to get these units, not anything else. It's almost pretty empty. A lot of people have not come in yet. There is this golf simulation which is here, who are our neighbors. So I think there's someone who started the work already pretty soon, but nobody else have started the work. So buying these two units was part of a business decision. We wanted to expand as well as we wanted to solve our operational issues. We want to expand also in multiple places, not just on this location. So we wanted a huge kitchen, and that's one of the reasons why we got this location. So it was a very strategic decision, but by the time we put offer and we did the closing, there was 3.5 months time. But by then we got another location, and strategically now there is no strategic reason for expansion to this location, but we had to close the unit. Yeah, talking about closing, there are a lot of challenges we faced during closing the unit, and I will definitely have to make a separate video about the challenges we faced during the closing. So stay tuned, subscribe, and wait for the next video. I will tell you the challenges we faced during the closing of commercial unit, and what to do and what not to do if you're getting a commercial unit, and should you get a commercial unit or not. So all those pros and cons, and the mistakes we did and the mistakes we have to avoid, and what we learned from the closing, I will explain everything in detail in the following video. Please stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell. See you all soon. Until then, stay inspired. Thank you. Bye bye.